I'll do that. All right. Hi, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Let me turn this down a little bit. Yes. What have you clicked on? Let me tell you something. You got lucky. Because I don't show up in everybody's algorithm, but I somehow found yours. And yeah, I'm a live stream. I do this 5 nights a week, 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern time, usually somewhere around there. And hey, Jacob, I'll say hey to everybody in just a sec. So the idea is to scan through the internets and watch home shopping channels and just catch some absurd shenanigans going on. It happens every night. It's really fun to watch and crack jokes. And some of the stuff is so predictable that we made a bingo game out of it, and that's a lot of fun too. So we've got games, we got jokes, we got the best chat on YouTube, and then you got me, who's like, you know, I'm not the funniest dude, but I'm pretty clever. I get a few decent quips in here and there. And then you never know. I'm also a pretty emotional guy. I might just go off on some crazy rant. And it's part of the whole experience. So we're going to dive right in. And that was me holding back a belch. That was definitely an iced latte belch. Hold on a sec. I just drink a little bit more to wash down the hiccup. Okay. Here we go. We're diving in. Bum, 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 bum. Taking the music down. So Tony's on and not Michelle, or is it the other way around? We don't have Tony and Michelle. That much I know, which is good. I think we're set. We're in good shape when we have Tony and Michelle for 2 nights a week, and then 3 nights a week we do other stuff, because I think 2 nights a week is enough. 3 straight nights of Tony and Dan. That's way too much testosterone. No wonder we're looking at mating jewelry here. Oh, wait, this is QVC. All right, so I got the Discord open here. Let's take a look. Michelle and Dan. Uh-oh, we have conflicting reports. Okay, whatever it is, it's not Tony and Michelle, and that's what matters most. Right?
Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile.
All right. QVC, I guess? And then, yeah, I guess you said, Pool, that Gem Collectors with Sean has a new video. We'll be looking at that tonight, I'm sure. But we're going to play some QVC / ShopLC HQ. I should just take QVC / HSN bingo. And then some other weird channels that are all, like, disappearing every day. So I'm going to go over here. Had a weird... Oh, well, I haven't updated this game yet. We'll see if this weekend I update the QVC game. I don't know. It could be a while, guys. It's baseball playoffs. By the way, Tampa and Toronto both lost today. I can't say that made me sad. I'm fine with it. Right. So here's our fresh card for tonight. I'll go over the squares as quickly as I can, just to, you know, by doing this, it helps me sort of remember, like, as I'm looking around. It's really hard to keep track, you know, especially at the beginning. It's like too many things. But here we go. Anyone takes a customer call. HSN British guy won't go away. Fake candles. Before is better in a before and after comparison. Host laughing hysterically at something that's not funny. David rests his finger to his lip, nose, or chin. For X amount gets it home today. That's their flex pay bullshit thing. Invicta. This is a square that might be seeing its final days. Exploited pet. Jane spackles something on her face. David's apron shirt combo is on fleek. David's happy dance. We have 3 David squares all connected here. This could be tough. Host goes over the color choices. Easy pay payments of $5 or less. Mary throws her head back for some reason. Product could double as a bedroom toy. Pull. We have this. We have the bedroom toy, but then we also got David everywhere, and Jane. It's a David and Jane bedroom toy sandwich over here. Alberti's a bit in on the mix as well. Okay, Jane mentions one of her daughters. Model clearly uncomfortable. Crazy overpriced food. Foodgasm from anyone not named David. Any lathering of hands. Alberti. Anything related to Isaac Mizrahi. Is Melinda here? I don't see Melinda, but in honor of Melinda, Dennis Batho or Molly. Hawaiian just long annoys us. And finally, Lock and Lock. Now, I did mark this square the other day when he wasn't even around, but that's what annoyed me. But I've used that up. I can't just continually do that. So we're going to play it straight. All right. Hey, Melinda, you don't know just how happy I am that you're here. Finally. I'm sorry. It's hard to do an impression and read chat at the same time. What am I, talented or something? Laughing hysterically is good for the ideal world as the host seem uncomfortable with the format. Okay. Well, let's check. All right, but we got David in the kitchen. All right. Ideal world is only on the YouTubes, right? So that's a sort of channel that I can go back, rewind a little bit, play around. But in the kitchen is an experience that you have to catch live because there is no way to find or watch it other than on their own website where you can pause it, but it just picks back up live when you unpause it.
Handle in the base for the 2 cups.
Let's see what's going on
and
here.
The same
oh, shit. Okay, apron shirt.
4 cup that I'm using here.
It's you know, it's not the best combo, but it's definitely a nice match. It goes together. I'll give him this. This is on fleek. It's fleekish. It's good enough for me. Hey, a new subscriber a minute ago. Thank you, Courage77. Sorry if I'm doxing you by throwing out your username there, but I was born in 77. We might be kindred spirits. I was born 3 days before Star Wars came out. I was born 3 days before Star Wars came out and about 8 days after Elvis died on the toilet. Right in there. That's where I was born. All right, so we got one square out of the way. David's apron shirt combo is officially on fleek. We've got, what do we got, blenders here? Are they selling measuring cups? What's going on? This could be some Wegmans milk. Is Wegmans on the board? Boom, 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 boom. What's going on?
They're made
there we go.
to last. They're going to last a long time.
You better be, Melinda. You know you have a job to do.
Safe. They're BPA free.
We do have Wegmans olive oil, but Wegmans is not on the board.
To use.
Are you making chocolate chip cakes?
Chocolate chip pancakes.
Pancakes. That's all right with me, too. Hey, let me tell you, we've had these on one time before, and how many ordered?
Have they gone over the colors?
Before this show, another 800 in this show. Now, here are the color choices I have.
Ah, now he's doing it.
Red,
now we can do it.
Aqua Sky.
Aqua Sky. Aqua Sky. Ah, God. Can we make another color square where, or maybe this can go on the Steve bingo game. Steve hears a color name and it pisses him off. Please make that a square on the Steve bingo card. Hey, James. It was Gem Day on QVC today. How about that? Well, there's no Tony and Michelle.
Perfect measure every single time.
A medieval Celtic
nice
dress.
To see you. All right, many of.
Were they dressed like one of the sisters in the what is it? The Castle Anthrax from Holy Grail. We're just a bunch of lonely 17 to 19-year-old virgins just trying to. All right, what is this? Hold on.
Now we got these in black and also in this.
What is this over here?
Have them in size 8 through size.
Can you find a clean floor?
15. Thank you.
Candle on the window ledge.
And
I gotta take a look.
Are the sizes, and we go wide, double wide, and triple wide.
If we can ever leave this shot, who's filming this? Peter Dinklage?
So if you are someone that needs a wider shoe, we can help.
Where's the candle? Why is Mark dancing?
And this is
why are you dancing with plastic lids?
Product, but not one.
Oh, there you go, Courage. So did you hear me mention the Star Wars connection? Yeah, I was born just a few days in advance. I was alive pre-Star Wars for just a moment. Just enough time to shit my diapers about twice.
These are collapsible buckets. Not one, but 2 of them, and they fit like this.
Thanks for subscribing, by the way, man.
Watch this.
Or ma'am, or person, or I don't know. I don't know how to address anybody anymore.
It's a rectangle. It's deep. It holds its shape until you push it down. There's feet on the bottom.
Oh, I know. Marcia, trust me, the the Holy Grail budget is infamous. I mean, the whole like no horses thing is like the biggest. We don't have any money for this gag ever.
That's not yet ready for it. If you
Or the one where they're like they've come up to Camelot, and I think it's Terry Gilliam who's like, it's just a model.
don't, if you keep it collapsed, it becomes the lid to the first one. So if you want to lid something,
It's just
how
a
about
model.
that?
All right.
Most
Now,
versatile bucket ever.
David's
let's
bored.
talk about our color choices. We have this for you.
Where's the candle, please? Somebody give me a little more direction. Pool.
Hughes has
Where?
the gray
I just
accents.
need to ID the candle.
Then we have it in red. And finally, we have your set of two in teal. These have the little stoppers in the bottom.
Yep.
So if you need
Oh,
to
look, a book.
close up the water, it's like a separate sink.
Yeah, it's
It's
separate,
like
sink, it's separate
Dude,
drain.
David is starting to like slur a lot. It's kind of it's starting to get concerning. I'm not making fun of it. It's an observation only. I don't want to get into a habit of just like.
You're saying that a little small dog, like a 9-pound dog, could be washed.
I don't know.
If you want to soak.
I hope David's doing all right.
Laundry overnight. If you want to have it as a cleaning bucket, be able to carry it around, keep it underneath. It
Literally.
morphs into any.
I'm sorry. I only heard litter, but we got to count that. You know it was literally. You know that was literally.
Anything you do with it. Defrosting.
Where's the
Remember, it's got
candle?
drain in the
It was
bottom. So
earlier in
this
the
is
other
sink.
set. Oh, okay. We'll just have to wait.
Remember
I'm
the
sorry,
feet?
I didn't see
So
it.
everything will drain out, and the water will go down the drain. So
I
we
take
love
your
that,
word
right?
for it, Pool,
That's
but
the
you know,
best.
with these
Yeah,
fake
farmer's market,
candles.
I know we're coming to the end of the season, but still, if you're a gardener and you're picking your own.
Mark has always got raw meat next to stuff that it shouldn't be next to.
Because here's the beauty. You're carrying it like this, you're bringing it home, and now you can wash inside of it because it's got the drain inside,
Love
right?
it.
You can actually use this collapsed. So here is something
Wait, and
small
now
or
he's doing, like,
delicate,
laundry
these
over here?
beautiful
What the-
heirloom cherry tomatoes.
You
or
got
maybe
soap
there's,
water next to
raspberries or
raw
blueberries.
chicken,
You
next
wanna
to
keep it low, so it can
raw
still
shrimp,
work
next
as
to
a drain or a bucket when
pla-
it's collapsed. My favorite thing is we're
I
going to do
can't
some
even.
marinating of
How much
chicken wings.
cross-contamination
But
can
think
you
about
do
a
in
chicken
one
turkey breast or
place?
Chicken, and you can brine
Is this a
in
slow
fill
pour?
this
What's
up
going on,
with the
Benz?
liquids,
How you
put all
doing?
your and put the lid on it, and then it goes in the fridge. So I love this because now when you are dressing.
By the way,
this,
I wrote a
look how deep
I wrote a
this is.
post about
Everything's
that
here, the
REM
splashing
document
staying
album.
inside, which I love. And you're ready to go. So prep inside of it. Here inside the sink is my two
somebody
favorite
else has
things.
got a.
My little thing is when
Somebody
I
else
have
has
whites
got
on,
a-
I always never
It's
leave it for
amazing
first
that you
thing,
go
so
to
I
a
just soak it overnight
forum
in bleach. You can sit bleach
about
in
a
here all
specific
night, folks,
topic,
it's not
and
gonna change
you
the color
post
of these
about
buckets.
said
It will not bleach, it
topic.
will
In
not
this case, the
burn
band
through. So a
REM.
whole bleach, it will hold heat.
And you're not
water,
saying
it holds
anything
cold water, so I
abrasive
love that for
or-
laundry. And of course, there is the dish tray. Now watch, filled up. I'm able to carry this up, and it's
I don't know.
completely leak-proof. Now, of course, we
Why?
jam two in the
Why
same
do
sink,
people
of course,
just
but
constantly
here.
have to just?
I mean, so I've got an extra sink anywhere I want it. It could become a drain board if I
All
don't want it to
right.
be a sink. And I love that. So there's that.
Give me a sec,
Ice
folks.
bucket. How many times you would buy an ice bucket and that's all it does? It doesn't collapse. And who knew that I could put dirty cleats in it 2 weeks later in a mudroom?
Dirty
But now
cleats.
it's cleaned out and it's for an ice bucket. That's the versatility behind the whole thing.
What are you wearing
Gardening
cleats for,
again, if you're
Mark?
gonna do that gardening and you're potting and all the keeping and all.
You play
inside
third
of there.
baseman
Love
for
that.
the
And it's apple
Marlins?
season. If you're gonna do your favorite apple orchard, why don't you take this with you and do apple
Oh,
picking
did
with your family?
did
That's fall,
David
y'all.
rest
Fall,
his
y'all.
finger to
How
his
great is
mouth?
that?
It's fall, y'all. And if you love apple cider
Can-
donuts, well, I love
Can
apple
anyone
cider
else?
donuts.
Okay, well he's doing it there. He's
Sorry,
yep.
When I see
Thumb.
that sign, David, something comes over me. Like I'm just like.
That's acceptable enough for me. That's acceptable. There might have been a more blatant example of it that I missed, but between what I saw and what Pool's saying, I'll count
Like,
that.
I'm like, just stop everything I do.
Your car just steers
It
that
just
direction.
goes.
It's hard to pass up.
It really is.
You're
it's
approaching, laughing hysterically at something not funny, Mark.
A limited mini-series called It's Fall, Y'all. We went
Yeah.
to a place called Highland Orchards.
Yes.
And they let us make apple cider donuts
Oh.
that day.
Apple cider donuts?
Apple cider
Then
donuts
we put
are
the cinnamon
best.
sugar on.
This guy's got a bucket of raw wings in front of him, and he wants to talk about donuts. Jesus. What's your cholesterol level like, Mark?
Fall, y'all.
Red and teal. It's officially fall, y'all. This is
actually
K.
is.
85648.
This is-
Yeah, fall started last Saturday. All right. Mark Charles, we're going to see you back on Sunday, yes?
Oh yes, we got a lot of stuff on Sundays.
All right.
We got a lot of garbage on Sunday. I'll be here. What is this?
In less than 10
Is this
minutes.
beef jerky? They look like crayons.
To you about a low-carb, low-sugar snack called Stick It.
Stick It.
It's original teriyaki or beef sticks. And if you're looking for a great snack,
Hey,
that won't
stick
chew over
it.
until mealtime,
$44
this is a lot better than those empty-calorie candy
for
bars
a
that you might
1
buy at the
ounce
vending machine at work. Keep this in
jerk.
your purse, in your
12.
tote
Oh
bag, in
my
your,
God.
store, the glove box of your car.
Oh my
Free
God.
shipping and handling, QVC pricing, and
$44 for
right
12
now, though,
jerkies.
It's an entire cutlery set.
12 little
pieces
snacks.
from Iron Chef Jeffrey Zakarian. This is Zakarian by
That's
Dash,
what,
four-piece
$3.50
full
per
tang cutlery
jerky?
set.
I can
Chef,
buy
welcome
like
back,
a
sir.
fucking
This is the
case of that
best
shit.
set that you're gonna get
Oh,
for
that
the
makes
money
me
ever, I swear to
angry.
God, every knife you need
I'm
is here.
angry with that
So let's talk
overpriced
about
food.
full tang and why
Yes.
that's important.
Oh!
Tang, let's take a look at a knife. Really,
Let me
a
take that
knife
back.
Is the blade.
All right, now I'm going to do it
Usually
again.
It stops right about
Hold
here.
on.
That's half tang.
All right, where's the
And then
candle?
they glue the handle
And they
on,
glue
right?
it, and guess
Where's
what
the
happens?
candle?
You put it in the dishwasher, not good
Comes
things.
apart.
I'm
Yes,
looking.
This is full tang. Really, it is the handle molded around the entire blade of German steel. Very precise cut.
This looks like Lorena
strong,
Bobbitt's kitchen right
dishwasher
now.
safe. Great
All right.
feel, and 4 of them.
No reorder
that
on
doesn't
these,
get an
final
LOL, I'm
quantities,
leaving.
And you should be aware that ordinarily these are $55 at QVC. This set of 4 today, you're saving $32 and wait for it, 1 penny.
Really?
Now, back here, we've got the knives.
What,
in
too soon?
Their gift and storage boxes. Now, I have this for you behind Chef in black.
Where's the candle? Oh, this right. Oh, I see it. I saw
We
it.
also
I
have
see
this
it.
for
It's
you
in
in
one of those little
cranberry.
black,
Here's the white.
one of those
and
little
finally
black
Zakarian
holding
blue.
cells
and Chef,
or
do you
whatever.
want to come back here or go up top and just talk about the number? Oh, what knives
Yeah,
are
we're
in the pack up?
Yeah,
It
so we have
seems
the,
to
we have
me
the
you
7-inch,
live your
chef
life
knife,
like
and
a
then we have
fake
the 5-inch,
candle in the window.
knife that's both searing, cutting, and also serrated. and
Utility
preparing
knife,
it.
right?
It's a
So
Bobbit
there's 4
buffet here in the
what you
kitchen
need.
tonight.
It's really, for me,
All right, fake
if you had
candle.
to strip away everything and disappear
Right.
to an island or a beautiful
Whoops.
home.
So we
This
got
is not
2 of
saying
the
you
3
won't take
David
with you.
squares out of the way.
All right,
All
perfect.
that's left is the
All right, what
happy
do you
dance.
call
I
it? What
think
do you
we
call it?
we
So
have to
this
be
is what
happy
I
with
really
that.
love. This
Even
is
if we don't get the
serrated.
happy
You can see
dance,
it's very slightly serrated.
he's on
Serrated is
tonight.
good.
We got
always
2
talk about
squares out of the way.
bread
We can't blame anything on
and
David.
tomatoes, not steak. I know it seems
Except Holly and the hot
counterintuitive,
chocolate.
but
We can blame him
cutting
for
steak
that.
with serrated really tears the fiber of the meat, and you know, it just sounds great, and it keeps the structure
It
of the bread.
sounds
And
great.
it's really important to keep the structure of the bread.
Yeah.
'cause when you
I
have
bought this
crispy bread,
knife
you
for
cut
its
down with a normal
ASMR
chef
qualities.
knife, it collapses the whole bread. And I'm just going to make a little steak salad here, and really important to have a serrated
You didn't even
knife.
make it.
Really
It's
cut
already
it.
made. You're just putting bread next to what you didn't make.
To make a panade, and
And
it
you
just
need a little kind of a stale bread,
You need
but
a stale
it's
bread.
also hard to cut, right?
really hard to cut.
Look at this.
I've never had a problem cutting
sir.
like
Jumping all over the
Beautiful.
a loaf of French bread.
And so then we have
It's called
our
a
knife,
serrated
and
knife.
We
What
have
it-
our other knife that we use, the
What do you-
utility
what do you
knife for the
need?
sausage, and we're going to come back to it in a second for some steak, and then we're going to go to our pairing.
Okay.
Again, pairing is it's the all-purpose. It's like the mother sauce of knives.
The
This is
mother
what
It's the one
sauce.
knife in our kitchen we use all the time.
all
right?
the time, and again, really sharp stainless steel.
Oh, absolutely.
German
Stale
stainless
bread
steel
is.
goes in the
I
dishwasher,
can cut stale
really
bread with a
keeps
decent
a
serrated
great
knife,
edge,
like
and
with
if
like
it doesn't,
2
you just have
passes,
the
like
beautiful,
throomp, throomp.
knife sharpener that we
Cut.
sold earlier this evening.
Yeah, when it's
And look
fresh
at
and
this, you
mushy,
just fly
you're
through
like
this,
you're like
and you can always be careful. You're not going to cut yourself.
you're
up.
like William H.
Knuckle
Macy
here,
scraping the
sometimes
ice off
guide
his
it with my
windshield
knuckle.
in
That's the
Fargo.
key
You're
to
like,
cutting this fast. You don't want to do it and they cut themselves. You're going to be really got to practice first.
Exactly.
Jerry
And it's
Lundegaard.
important to know this is clearance price, which means we will not
Oh,
be
you know, I
recording
could.
this
I think
knife
I
set,
can
and we're
knock a couple of
already
dollars off that
limited
True
on
Coat
the
for
brand
you.
in Zakarian Blue.
Oh yeah, we're busy around here. That's how we like it. Hawaiian Justin Long on Q2. Okay, let's go be annoyed. Let's go be annoyed. We've got a report coming in on Channel 2, HJL.
That I have right now literally has like the speakers.
All right, he came right on with a literally. That annoys me. That's all it took. That's all it took. It's amazing. It is amazing. No time at all. I was ready to give him a chance. Like, maybe he won't annoy me tonight. Nope.
Bump up, the music happens, and it's like so incredible.
Okay. Okay, this is on Q2. Good. This is my screenshot. Pardon, stand by. I gotta run that back. Good Lord. Just constantly. Oh, and this, boy, this guy looks excited to be working. He really dressed. This guy rolled out of bed. Bedhead, like sloppy sweat pants and shit. What? Dude, you're on TV. What are you doing? All right, hold on. Let me look for that moment. That moment of brilliance from Hawaiian Justin Long. Oh, boy. Every freeze frame is a painting.
All of a sudden, boom, 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 the music happens, and it's...
There you go. There, that's the one. Yeah, right about there. What do you think, folks? It all winds up being the same thing. Just some stupid face. Or maybe an old man sitting on the shitter that with the lid down. You know, one of those. You never know what you'll get with a screenshot. I don't know what to label these anymore. My library of screenshots is getting out of control. HJL. See, I think there's a lot of stuff that's already HJL something. HJL noise. HJL bug eyes. Okay. I think I can remember that. Right. What should we do? I guess we'll just go back to this part.
You're watching Charlie's Angels at home, and you're just like...
You're watching Charlie's Angels. Has this guy been in a coma? Is that why he looks like he does? Did somebody just wake him up from a coma that began in 1978? Because that would explain everything going on here.
Perfecting that mix so that when you're
Charlie's
watching
Angels,
you feel like you're at the movies, goes by the wayside for most people because they're watching.
Hey, can I watch BJ and the Bear?
Through those, you know.
How about My Mother the Car?
That come with the television, and you have no idea what you're missing until you plug something like this in, whether it's this Bose or any of their other sound bars, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, what was I waiting for? And I get it, it's still $160, but it's not $500.
It's a very old.
Like a lot of these.
Yeah, this is when Charlie's Angels was killing it in the ratings.
And I had the 5.1 deal.
Is this the Farrah Fawcett years or the other, the replacement one years?
Really badass audio. It's just like, this is an effort. I had to put holes in the floor.
Is this the Suzanne Summer years or that replacement blonde year?
When I moved, I left all.
Look at his face.
The guy that bought my house was like,
Oh yeah,
"Where's all
Cheryl
this?" I was
Ladd.
like, you can have it because I am.
Who'll probably show up
I
on one
have
of these
this
channels
now. I don't
soon
have
enough,
this one, but I
if
have
she's
one.
still alive.
I don't need it
Tawny
anymore.
Katan
And you
was
don't need it
a
anymore
Charlie's
at all
Angels?
because
No
what's
way. She had to have been too young. I thought her big break was like being in that Whitesnake video and then maybe in Bachelor Party with Tom Hanks like in '84. There's no way Tawny Katan was a part of Charlie's Angels, unless there was some kind of like, I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, see here, the Whitesnake video. This is, I think, her breakout. It's kind of like Alicia Silverstone when she was in those Aerosmith videos. And then she starred in Clueless like the next year and everybody knew her name. That was kind of the same thing. Oh, Tanya Roberts. That's who. Okay, yeah. Tawny Katan. I think, yeah, the Whitesnake video and then being the love interest in Bachelor Party is probably... She was in this crazy movie. I think it's called like Heart of Glass or something. I saw this in a theater with my mom, and it was an empty theater, and this movie was in theaters for 1 week because it was absolute garbage. It was basically the boy in the plastic bubble, but like if you turned it into 9.5 weeks. I'm sorry, Crystal Heart. That's the name of this movie. Guys, if you ever want to watch a clunker of a movie, like just tone deaf and everything, check out this movie, Crystal Heart. A teenager confined to a hermetically sealed bubble falls in love with a rock singer, played by Tawny. And, okay, spoiler alert, they bang. It is such... Did she pass away at 59? Really? God, man, what the... Again, I'm in my late 40s now. Like, how can I sit here and, like, think long-term? Like, I'm living my life like I got 10 years to go. And then, like, if there's more to go after that, great. I'm playing with house money. But, like, the last thing I want to do is, like, work my ass off with this idea that like I'm going to be 75 and then just like relax at that point with my life savings. I think I'm going to just burn out and fade away. I'm not down with the whole like trying to live long. If I can get there, great. If I can pull an Al Molinaro, great. But Al just got lucky. I don't know.
And it's like...
Wait, I don't want to be here. Where am I going? Sorry for the tangents. Yeah, Tony really did.
He wouldn't even be 701.
It's so sad to see what some of these beautiful men and women do with the plastic surgery. Like,
there was a Kenny.
You know.
I don't remember what it was, but there was a Kenny G song that was in like power, which means it was running like every other hour. And I was just
it's like bringing up Wilford Brimley last night. Like, at least Wilford Brimley always looked like Wilford Brimley. You never went like, God, what the hell happened to Wilford Brimley? If anything, you were like, wow, Wilford Brimley's holding up nicely. Meanwhile, you look at other guys around him that used to be sex symbols, and they look like shit compared to Wilford Brimley.
to it through a Bose sound system, because this is not just a sound bar. It really is. It's a sound system as well. So
all right, I can't listen to this. You're planning on living till 90 at least? I mean, Benz, let's talk about this. Like, I mean, why even? I mean, don't you want to just say, I want to live as long as I'm able to like walk without pain and like, I don't know. There's certain things where like if something ain't working anymore, I'm just gonna check out. That's just me though. You know, everybody's different, but
I shopped with other websites of people who I actually.
I can't. Jane with jewelry. This is bad. Jane with jewelry is okay. Let's go to what's the channel? I'm sorry, I already forgot. I got to get used to this name. The other channel that's kind of new that we're looking at. Ideal World. Ideal World. Okay, Ideal World. Let's go check that out. I want to see. Apparently the aliens are here already. We're just now starting to talk about it. All right, so now Ideal World is back, and so this has sort of incorporated Shop HQ. Is that right? Who's the expert on this? So now it's something that we might, or is it TJC that they took? Who did they like incorporate into this? What sort of products should we be expecting? Oh, a face. We got a BS product here. We got a useless product, is what we got. One of these beauty face masks.
Do it while you're doing something else, but also masks. If you've looked into this, there are some that are really expensive. This is one of the most affordable ones. So
it just looks like one of those sort of what do you call it? Upgraded COVID masks where you get like a full shield instead of just covering like your mouth and nose. That's all this looks like. What else does this do? All I see is like a flimsy piece of bendable plastic attached to another piece of flimsy bendable plastic. Why is this 80 pounds?
So it's a great way for you to dip your toe in.
Same companies. Okay, so it's a TJC joint. All right, so we should be seeing more bedroom toys and useless products on this channel. That's good. That's good, because those are we need those.
And see if you
Pool needs those.
actually get results. And then if you do, you might invest in some of the more like lofty, expensive ones that maybe only take, a week session. But slow and steady will still get you there. And as I said, if you did half an hour every day for a couple of months while you're doing something else, as I said, just pop it on the coffee table. So when
look at what is on this
like the
thing.
9 o'clock news, you put
What can possibly be on this thing to do anything for you? Again, I see the part where it's like glasses, they go over your ear, and then here's where your nose is, and it comes back around, and then here's this like translucent shield. What makes it? What is it? What? Why is this $80?
you put it on, or in the morning by the kettle, so that when the kettle's boiling, you pop it on, or by the bedside. I know a lot of you have.
That was the most British thing I've ever heard, but okay.
It by the bedside, so when you're going to read your book before you go to bed, you put it on. And I know a lot of you find it quite relaxing, or by the Hoover. You know, make hoovering great. As I said, that's the life, isn't it? Ironing, hoovering with your mask on, loving life, you know. Anti-aging with the telly on as well. Maybe speaking to your friend on the phone.
She can't be serious. She's telling us, enjoy vacuuming with this on. Enjoy talking to your friends on the phone with this. What? What?
They'll be jealous, actually. They'll probably want one. You might want to get some extras as Christmas presents. I'm thinking.
Oh, you might want to buy more. Hold on. That's a Tony Thunder thing now, right? God, you got to be out of your mind, lady. Oh, right. Like a Herbert Hoover thing. Oh, okay. Hey, uncomfortable models on the board. Look, we'll have Idea World on standby, but let me here. I can close my Twitter page and open up a. I only want so many tabs open. We're gonna head on over to the Pearl TV. Pull. Don't go anywhere. This is your segment. Oh, somebody reacted to Clue. Somebody new reacted to Clue. I love seeing people react to Clue, and I've seen this lady. She's pretty good at the reaction game. She had a good reaction for Field of Dreams not long ago. So I'll definitely be watching this later. Where's the watch later thing? Yeah. I love watching Don't Let You Down. Oh, with Pearl TV? I'm sorry. Yeah, the other Hoover. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Let's look at the latest thumbnails. See what kind of... Actually, this is the most conservative I've ever seen Pearl TV. Maybe they're turning the corner. Wait a minute. First, I'm going to this channel because we got hair stuff happening. Hold on. This could be a before and after. Could be a before and after situation.
freuen, wenn Sie einmal reingreifen könnten, wenn es einmal so, wissen Sie, einmal durch
God, look at that German aggression. I don't want a German combing my hair like that.
Fernseher und einmal anfassen. Das ist ja nicht nur angucken, sondern anfassen. Und dieses Gefühl, ich möchte Ihnen einfach dieses Gefühl vermitteln. Schöne, seidig glänzende Haare, wo ich wirklich sage...
A pink suit with a white t-shirt. And like a shade of pink that I can't even... It's like...
So stelle ich mir das vor.
It's like that pink sauce pink. You know about pink sauce? Actually, it's the same channel or same color as their logo down here. Maybe that's what the intention is. I don't know.
Ich stehe alle Tage, wenn ich nicht hier in Hannover bin, wirklich bei mir im Salon. Deswegen bin ich immer
All right, she has to be uncomfortable, right? All right, we got a before and after.
Anders hinkriegen. Ich bin vorhin gerade erst hierher gefahren. Und Sie sehen.
I don't get it.
Ich bin so über.
I don't get it. What's so much better? See, Pepto I think is a little lighter, but I don't know. I'm usually hallucinating whenever I have to take that stuff. I don't know. This is sort of a subjective thing here. I think it's too subjective to even like make it a debate. Because it's really just a matter, what do you prefer? I mean, I think the one on the left looks more like a younger style. And the one on the right looks like the lady you see at the early bird special at the Sizzler. You know what I'm saying? But I can also understand someone saying, you know, the after looks better. She looks a little more, I don't know, normal for her age bracket or whatever. After is better, but only because it looks like the before is wet. I don't mind the wet look. Like Isabella Rossellini can totally rock this hairstyle. But then again, that's Isabella Rossellini. That's a high bar. But I've seen it done, even with older women. They can pull this off. This just screams like, ugh. But I'm not going to count it.
Überzeugt und ich wende es wirklich selber an. Und wer jetzt sagt, ich will das so haben, dann rufen Sie jetzt an, denn Januar 20...
Even the bottle is the same color. What is going on around here?
24 gibt's erst wieder das 5
Bjorn,
Alles,
Don.
was wir heute auf Keratinbasis haben, Januar...
Dude, I know you always want to make your brand, you know, especially if you're using your name to have like this cool logo. This looks like this looks like a pair of Hooters you got for a logo. Man.
2024 habe ich heute definitiv erfahren, vorher nicht.
Und das Besondere ist wirklich, wir haben ja nicht nur die große Flasche mit 300 Milliliter, sondern wir haben hier auch noch eine Reisegröße für Sie mit 50 Millilitern. Also das heißt 350 Milliliter.
All right, hold on. Let me just see if there's one more before and after in here. There's only so much of this I can take. Look at this sad brush. This looks like a modern art piece. You go to a modern art like gallery and you look at that and you go, oh my, I really see what they're saying here. This is powerful. All right, well, look at this set. What the? Bjorn Donner. So he's a member of the Donner Party? Okay.
Rundbürste gehabt und diese Rundbürste ist tatsächlich ein Star. Und das möchte ich Ihnen ganz kurz mal zeigen, nur dass Sie sehen, wo schaue ich jetzt gerade rein. Warte mal ganz
What is
kurz.
he doing with that brush?
Wir haben nämlich die Insta.
See, this is how one should wear a suit. Oh, by the way, can we do let's look at my homepage and scroll down to the shorts to see what they think I want to watch? Because I've been seeing this shit again lately. Okay, here we go. Here's something sports related. Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator, Hereditary. And then, okay, Sadie Sink, I guess, is an actress from Stranger Things. That's fine. I mean, she's sort of half naked there, but I'll let that pass. Let's see. Oh, look, Matt Gaetz in his mugshot. Some airline confrontation, probably. All right, you know what? I guess they get a pass today. Maybe it's not so bad, but I swear, yesterday or the day before, I was looking. I'm like, what the hell's going on? You know, again, look at the rest of my stuff. There's no, I mean, other than Precious, other than Precious Taft. Hey, we had a Hoover reference and then we got a Taft reference. It's like we're reliving the 20s again. Or the 20s and 30s? I don't know. I think they're within a decade of each other. Anyway, it's one of those things that we don't really need to know for sure exactly what the right answer is. It's just a reference. I guess I got enough out of Channel 21.
Das ist die Beauty-Bibel.
Ja.
Beauty-Bibel.
Und guck mal bitte, was hier.
Oh, so it's the same comb used by Tiffy Osenwelly. All right, well, I'm sold. All right, Pearl TV. We need an uncomfortable model fast. You think they have any solar paneling tonight? Oh, by the way, I got to do a hard out tonight, and I should have mentioned this earlier. I might have to call it maybe like at a quarter till the hour. We might only have an hour to go. I'm not even rolling a joint today because it's my monthly, well, once every 5-week doctor check-in thing-majiggy, and I'd totally forgotten about it. It was actually yesterday, and I didn't realize until I looked at my phone at a text saying you missed your appointment. And then I looked at my meds, and I'm like, oh shit, there is only 3 days of meds left. Something isn't right. Hey, look who he is. All right. All right, so if there's any of these models within 10 feet of this guy, I'm going to go ahead and assume they're uncomfortable.
Ja, ganz einfach, weil sie den Strom, den sie hier selbst erzeugen, nicht an den Netzanbieter bezahlen müssen. Und ich habe
What? Is this breaking news pool? Man. God damn it. Hold on, people. I know you're here for fun, all right? This is my city, and this is one of the reasons why I don't live in my country anymore. 'Cause I'm sick of this shit. Shooting out of a dorm window. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, if we can't do something about these fucking firearms, can we at least do something about mental health? Can we at least address, if not the effect, then the cause? Can we do something here? Hello, America. The rest of the world has no clue what the hell is going on with you guys. It's breaking. It's under an hour, and you know the Baltimore local coverage is on top of it. I'm sure it'll be national stuff soon. I mean, unfortunately, we live in a time now where we have to kind of rank a mass shooting and like, where do we put that in the news? Is it breaking news anymore? Gee, I don't know. It fucking happens too often. How many people died? Maybe that'll give us an idea whether or not we make this breaking news. That's where we're at now. I'm sick of it, man. Which in the kitchen? Okay, let's go in the kitchen, man. I gotta. I need my guns, man. I need my guns. You got to pry them from my cold, dead hands. Oh, that was gunk, and it was being poured out. I don't know what the hell I just looked at. It was gross. Hold on. Customer call, before and after. Foodgasm. Okay, apparently none of that mattered. What is in the kitchen? Vacuum and dogs. Oh, we have exploited pet. Oh, but in the kitchen. In the kitchen, was it like a commercial with a? Well, wait, we might have an audio thing where we got to hear them talk over the thing.
If you don't use the pet tool, here's where it goes. A separate container. Look at all that gunk.
We need the pet, though, and I can't rewind this channel.
Maybe in the toilet
I'm just going to put it right here, though.
Ew, more gunk.
We pulled out of the carpet. This is what's making your carpet smell
That's your pet's body fluids.
What's making your carpet dingy.
And if your pet, even after you cleaned up a pet spill,
All right, if they keep talking about pets, they got to show a pet. They're going to cut back to a montage of their little in-house corporate video thing. It looks like a Floby.
I beg your pardon, only 500. Oh, this was on the air. This is only the second time.
Second time. Yep.
How many now have been ordered between the first two? Over 2,100 have been ordered. I have fewer than 450 remaining. You're going to first spray that solution on it. We're going to give you double solution.
Ew, more urine over here.
The solution, it comes right out here. This is activating those two solutions together on contact, and then you're extracting them.
Okay.
Just use that amazing sharp suction to pull all the dirt, debris, odor, everything out of the carpet. And David, I leave mine in my closet. I'm just gonna pick it up because this is what I do. I leave it in my closet full of solution because I have 2 cats, and they are.
Now David just looks. I mean, I don't want to say stupid, but he looks out of place with his apron next to a bed, vacuuming.
Oh, fantastic. David, you are
I'm here to help.
All right, where's the pet? Can we count exploited pet hair? Exploited, like, pet DNA? Oh, my God. Look at these fake paw prints. Look at these fake paw prints. Hold on.
This would be great to take care of the car mat.
We're not even cleaning anything here.
Like, this is what the professionals do.
I mean, I've watched the professional cleaners come into a home.
And
they use something very similar like this on the upholstery. They use it on the floor, on the carpet, on the high traffic areas, and stains are a memory. If you feel like you've tried everything else, but you've not tried this, then give the Shark Stain Striker a try. We are very, very busy, and we're now last call.
Oh, my goodness, David.
Last call, and fewer than 200 of these go around. This is going very quickly.
So I do some more paw prints? Do we have
yes,
time?
you got time.
All right. So remember, when there's a stain that's been there a while, you have built-in scrubbers right here. So give it a spray, give it a scrub, and then extract. Those are the 3 little steps. Really super easy. You have all those different tools, 3 different tools. And by the way, I showed this a second ago. This is a built-in crevice tool. Think about getting into hard-to-reach areas with this. I'm going to use the spray.
I mean, according to the latest Twitter, it's still an active shooting. Like, no apprehension yet. Somebody's posted up, I guess, in a dorm room, shooting up the fucking campus.
For my ID, and I said,
excuse me, ma'am.
Who I am?
Excuse me, no, I don't know who you are.
Have you wandered in?
Wait, was that a dine and dash? Did she eat the pet hair? What did Jane just do?
Hey, this just sold out, my friend.
Oh my goodness, David. Thank you so much for your help. Thanks,
Always
everyone.
a pleasure. I'm happy to help with the coordinating anytime you're doing the cleaning. You just let me know.
All right, more
I'm right here
Wegman
for you.
stuff.
Hey, still available, and this was on earlier. Almost 6,000 of you have dialed in. We're down to
I've been watching them sell this can opener for a solid year.
5 colors left. No, 4 colors left. Red, gray,
So much Wegman
black,
stuff.
and aqua. Everything else is
I love the one little hole in the middle that's specifically for a Tabasco sauce little bottle.
One final item of the show, and we're calling this...
Is this Lock and Lock?
Stain Striker. That was the last thing we showed you. We're calling this Prep Sealer.
Yes.
No.
Lisa Brady is back with us. And
See, I don't know
if
how...
you're looking to do things...
Lock and Lock sells so much of their crap on here. I feel like they should be able to buy out the competition. Like, hey, QVC, let's make a deal here where, we're like the exclusive container company here.
If you want a meal prep and you want to put your vegetables and your cheese.
What is this over
I know
here?
if I do my vegetables ahead of time like this, I'm more likely to eat them. So I love that because I'm prepping ahead.
Lock and Lock in 5 minutes. How helpful is it tonight? Oh, it's a corner square. Ooh. Okay. I'm down. All right. Can I go back to the Pearl TV? We never waited for this shot to even complete. It's we've never seen like a wide shot of this yet. Oh, here we go. Yep, she's uncomfortable. You can't tell me standing this close to these two men that she's somehow comfortable. You know, there's just no way. Look at the look. Look at the look. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. Oh, I love Pearl TV. Look at her. I feel so sad.
Eine erhebliche Stromnachzahlung.
Ja, ich habe weniger Kilowattstunden gebraucht, aber mein Strom.
Oh, guys, you know what I saw that did pop up in my recommends after just watching one video yesterday? Remember the second half of the stream? If you weren't here, you wouldn't remember. But this is another good reaction channel, and she just saw Whiplash. Okay, so I got a couple things to watch later. I'd love to see a good Whiplash reaction as well. But yeah, yesterday we were watching Out of Control, this Nickelodeon show from the 80s. And if you remember the lady named Diz, like her stuff is popping up. And let me see if I can find her channel again. Diz Out of Control. We'll get back to the bingo in a sec, I promise. This isn't going to be like a 5-hour thing. But this, I'm already subscribed. Please go subscribe to Diz's channel because she is like currently uploading stuff like now. And I'm assuming, she's, if I was 9 years old watching this, she must have been at least 15 years older than me. So that would mean she's got to be at least in her 60s. And she's still like uploading this stuff as recently as 2 weeks ago. This is Diz on the Street. And it's sort of her back in her heyday doing her thing. But yeah, head on over to Diz's channel and give her, she's got only 102 subscribers, only a dozen videos, but let's make Diz, let's prop up Diz. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of propping up.
Ja, und dann ist man wieder den Preisen des Energieanbieters hoffnungslos ausgeliefert.
Oh my.
Das ist wirklich mal eine finanzielle Überlegung allein schon. Es ist eine wirtschaftliche Überlegung. Man kann mit diesen Anlagen unglaublich viel Geld sparen. Das ist unglaublich, wie viel Geld man hier sparen kann. 20% und mehr.
So German isn't a romance language, is it? Jesus Christ, it's just such a... How do you sing like a love song in German? Like, how does it sound? I have a feeling it's not like a Despacito sort of situation. I don't know.
eine Kleinigkeit zur Qualität sagen. Das sind hochwertigste Inverter und auch die Solarpanel. Patentierte.
All right, so 2 minutes till lock and lock. All right, well, there might be some commercials starting. Let's go over to Q1. Maybe we'll catch another pet. Sorry, I missed the dog. My bad.
Little bit thicker gauge because that pave diamonds have such
Oh, it's still Jane with the jewelry. All right, this should be over soon, right? Let me just check the other ones.
Staple for these diamonds.
What?
And then, Angela, what I love that
Wait, is Q2 the same or just a delay? Okay. Gym Day. Ich Sie liebe dich. Wait, the heart is hiding. Does it say dickhead? I can't read it because it's blocked. Noise canceling headphones, $350. I can get a pair of Dre Beats for less than that. $350.
About just around the corner. I've got one more show to close out our QVC2 day here. We've got simple home solutions, and you are going to want to see what's coming up next.
Not with you. Okay, we got commercials. Wait, that looked like... Oh, it's Isaac Mizrahi! That was Isaac Mizrahi! Okay, there he's... Isaac is here. Let me quickly... Hold on. Boom. We got... Oh, my God. Invicta. Oh, my God. Hold on. Hold on.
This is really exciting. I mean, accessibility is reaching more
Exploited disabled person.
Selma Blair for their most personal collaboration.
That was Selma Blair? What the... Wait, hold on.
8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime.
That was Selma Blair? What is she doing on this channel?
With a portion of the
I really enjoy her work.
to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
Oh, no.
QVC will donate $100,000 to NBCF to support their mission of providing
Well, Melinda,
breast health education.
I mean, if it's still an active situation, I can understand everybody making it breaking news. I mean, it's not a situation where, yeah.
To shop the
In my city. In my city.
full
All right, dude. Hold on, buddy. Let me mark this off. What happened? What did we get? Did I mark it off already? Something happened that... Oh, Isaac Mizrahi. Okay. Still no pets. Right. So which channel with Lock and Lock? Is that channel 1? Whose dog? Whose dog, Melinda? Who let the dogs out?
1,500 have
Oh,
been
cereal.
picked up
More
since
Fruity
they
Pebbles.
became available. 2.2 million Shark vacuums have sold here at QVC since 2007. We
In the
love
kitchen.
Shark
Oh,
team.
Selma Blair. Ah. What is Selma... God, if you guys ever want to see a tough watch, there's a little movie by a director named Todd Solondz, who was kind of a, hip director of the late 90s. He made Welcome to the Dollhouse, a movie called Happiness, which I think is a fucking masterpiece. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it. But he made one called Storytelling, which was like broken up into like three what do you call it? Vignettes. 3 sort of stories that sort of connected. But the first story is starring Selma Blair as a college student. And she has an encounter with her teacher. And whoa. That is... Okay, Lock and Lock. Okay, I see at the bottom. The gift bags are in my way. Yeah. Selma Blair and Storytelling. That is commitment. And also the commitment she made for what I believe was like John Waters' last sort of commercial movie. God, what was it? It was the one with Tracy Ullman in it. It didn't really do all that well. Oh, a low down or a Dirty Shame. Yeah, so A Dirty Shame where Selma Blair... This is the same Selma Blair, right? Yeah. Here's how, here's her character from that movie. Are you around, Pool? Maybe you're Maybe you'll be happy to see. I mean, we're talking about John Waters here. So, you know, if you're like, Steve, what the hell are you doing? Like, it's John Waters. He just, you know, if you know John Waters, you're fine with this. If you don't, I understand. But this was her character. Oh, she has MS. Wow, I didn't know that. Was that something that recently was revealed, or? I did not know that. God, man, why does everybody... God damn. Can we start figuring out some of these diseases and shit? I don't know. All right. Can I look for Invicta, by the way? I feel like... Oh, pull. Even for you, those are too much to handle. Come on. What are you doing? Let's go to one last shot at Shop HQ. Are you around? Does Invicta still exist? Because if so, we could have bingo. 16 are watching. Do we have bingo? I don't want to hover over it. I want it to be a surprise. Here's the wind-up and the pitch.
These pieces are so
No!
incredibly unique, and every piece has its own personality and its own glow.
That's right.
Methinks Invicta is done on the bingo card. Oh, we haven't checked HSN channels at all, and the British guy's on the board. So
All sizes in the flat sheet. But for example,
there he is. There he is. There you go, buddy. Good to see ya. He will not go away. Damn, Invicta. It's like the whammy now for this square, or for this card. Okay, I guess we're not going to get a foodgasm if Lock and Lock's in the kitchen. I don't see David doing a happy dance with Lock and Lock. Bedroom toy. Let's go back to Ideal World and see if they indeed are selling some of these old JTV or TJC or whatever the hell it is. Some of their old products that were bedroom toys.
But, you know, without... What about my crate?
Peach flavor dietary candies refill pack. What in the hell?
This is how we did it, right? Developed by doctors. Natural.
Developed by doctors.
What he realised, and to explain it, the book is a lot bigger. Okay, here's his book. Let me show you.
I'd hardly call that a book. It is barely like an instruction manual.
And here he is. So there he is right there. As I said,
are we supposed to get a close-up?
Been so successful. There he is, Dr. Mazurek. But he gives you a rough synopsis in this, and this is the amount of awards he's won, etc., etc. But if I take it to the beginning...
Yeah, it's not a book if two staples bind it all together.
Let's start at the very beginning. You have got an explanation as to how this works. When you have that craving...
When you got that glow...
Meals, it might be...
Wow. This stomach has terrible posture.
When you're going to have a meal, basically your stomach sends a message to your brain saying, I need it. What he's done is he's created this little sweet full with dietary fiber and vitamins.
Ew.
So it's all good for you, all healthy, right?
The world's worst Starburst. Imagine like going through it like your pack of Starburst. It's kind of like an old Mitch Hedberg joke, but I think it was Lifesavers. He said something like, I'm feeling really excited tonight. Later, I got a roll of Lifesavers in my pocket, and pineapple is next. But I mean, if you had a roll of Starburst or whatever, a thing of Starburst, you're like, orange, lemon, and then you bit into this fiber thing. Ugh.
If you swallow this, you chew it.
I bet you can't swallow it. You need like 2 jugs of water.
You swallow it, you suck it, whatever, with a glass of water. It expands in your stomach. You know how a lot of people do these gastric bands and things like that, which is a bit extreme because you've actually got to cut into your stomach and put a band around it. It's all a bit extreme. You might want.
You guys have to indulge me again for a sec, because I got a fragile ego. Just want to see. Because there's like blowback from a fucking innocuous. Like, why are people being combative about this? I'm trying to point out how this REM album just has like a shocking amount of relevance with like today's news. Okay, just to Jesus Christ. And these people, everyone's going like, look, the album is about history repeating itself, so like it should be no surprise. But I'm like, there's literally a song on the album called Exhuming McCarthy. Okay? And goddamn. Look, I'm just gonna go to my fucking post. I don't care. I got an audience here. They'll support me for a minute, won't they? God. Where is this? All right. So these are just selected lyrics from each song off this album. For song 1, what we want and what we need has been confused. Song 2, listen to the Congress where we propagate confusion. Track 3 is Exhuming McCarthy, which I'm like, do you really need an example? But I gave one. It's a sign of the times. Track 4, disturbance at the Heron House. The followers of chaos out of control. Track 5, strange. There's something going on that's not quite right. Track 6, it's the end of the world as we know it. Lyric, I write, fucking pick one. Track 7, the one I love. Big radio hit. Lyric, another prop has occupied my time. Track 8, fireplace. Crazy, crazy world. Crazy, crazy times. Track 9, Lightnin' Hopkins. Hounds bark on the track. Hound crow, hold on to your hat. Track 10, King of Birds. Everybody hit the ground. Track 11, the final track, where I wrote the whole damn thing. Oddfellows Local 151, behind the firehouse, where Pee-wee sits to prove a sage to teach. Pee-wee gathered up his proof, reached up and scratched his head, fell down and hit the ground again. Firehouse, firehouse. Why do the heathens rage behind the firehouse where Pee-wee sits upon the wall to preach? This boy and girl that gather pearls of wisdom falling from his mouth, wash off the blood, wash off the rum. Firehouse. Like, folks, I don't know what to tell you. So I go to an REM forum, and I list basically this post. And not every, I mean, 13 upvotes, 84% upvote rate, I guess the majority of people are fine. But, like, why is every comment got to be like, like, I don't know, just, why? I go to the one place where I'm certain people love this band. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Hey, let me try my hand at a little social media interaction. Hey, let me try to meet some people who are like-minded and share some of the same, tastes in music and stuff. No, that's not a good idea. Let me go over and maybe just strike up a conversation, point out something I thought was interesting. No, that's not good. Now, Steve, what in the world are you thinking? What are you trying to do? God. Social media stinks. It stinks. All right, where are we? Where the hell are we? Where are we going? Let's go over here. Here's a couple channels we never look at.
And ourselves as
I
well.
think
We
so.
wanna feel
And now I know why.
Yes.
As women, we're sort of givers.
This
for
is the
everybody
Australian
else. So
channel?
This is the opportunity where you can give back to yourself and
That's
feel.
right.
I mean, hell, if I'm going to start getting upset, I might as well keep tabs on what's going on here. Let me do a quick refresh here. Sorry, guys. I'm an unreliable host. Still says ongoing. 16 seconds ago, apparently. Ongoing. What the hell? What do we got to do to put a lid on this? Hey, PAS. Dude, no worries, man. I was just like, hey, I'm not here to try and, like, be this abrasive person in your chat, man. Like, I just legit feel like, you know, if a city can't, if they, you know, if the market is so small where, like, they can't, like, get a decent crowd for a playoff game, even though it's a weekday afternoon, and I'm just wondering, like, does this city deserve this team? And also, if the shoe was on the other foot, like, if Tampa had to wait 40 years to know what it like to feel a pennant, like I do as an Orioles fan, would they take it for granted that there was an afternoon game? Maybe they are too used to winning. Maybe they're like, nah, I don't have to go to that game. I don't know. I just think it's overall sad. Like, I like to see that playoff atmosphere in every park during the playoffs, you know? And that ballpark is such a disaster. Anyway, that's all. That was all I wanted to talk about. But, yeah, we're in the middle of a bingo game, and we're also in the middle of kind of monitoring what's going on with this active shooter here in Baltimore at Morgan State University. So it's sort of a hodgepodge of laughs and concern. Yet another train wreck of a stream, courtesy of me.
So I love them.
You know, they're just.
So we're just bouncing around, trying to figure out.
So much faster.
All right, we got a grill here.
Level solar panels.
Oh no, these are solar panels. Okay.
220 watt, so they really can.
Pearl TV is now on the queue. All right. So yeah, PAS, all's good, man. I feel like I have to lock myself in a shipping container so I don't interact with anybody and accidentally cause a conflict or something. I don't want any conflict with anybody except Yankee fans or Cowboy fans. I can have a conflict with that.
Want to do that?
That's fine.
I know people who've done it and got amazing results because they don't feel hungry anymore. It pinches the stomach. This is an easy way to try this first. Then if this doesn't work, then do that. But this is much easier, much safer, much cheaper.
Look, if you're telling me to eat something and it's safe, maybe it shouldn't require like a manual. You know what I mean? Like even when I eat a Pop-Tart, I know it's not doing my body well, but it's not sitting there talking about.
Okay. Take it with a glass of water, and what it does, it's just dietary fiber and vitamins, but it expands in the stomach. So your brain thinks you're full. It's like having an internal gastric band in a way. It sort of blows up inside. Now you don't have to worry. You might be like, oh, what's that in there? It's just dietary fiber and vitamins, and then it starts.
My theory is it tastes so bad that your brain says, I don't like food anymore. My taste buds feel awful.
But it breaks down slowly. So as it
yeah, PAS, they got me through college, man. Going to my local Rite Aid, pick up maybe like a 3-pack of Orville Redenbacher microwave popcorn, a box of Pop-Tarts. If I'm feeling frisky, some Pringles. I had a great diet in college.
Breaks down slowly. Eventually you'll get hungry again, but just a normal.
It is so sad when you do your grocery shopping in a Rite Aid. But I was there at one point.
Man, you won't have a craving. You won't need to snack between meals. You won't need to overeat. It just balances you out.
All right.
After about 3.
Guys, I think what we got to do here, because I have to end the stream a little early, and I feel like we're starting to hit a wall here with our bingo. You guys want to check out Gem Collectors with Sean? I'll leave it up to Paul, Marsha, PAS. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this guy, but Melinda, are you out there? Jacob, Benz. Thinking about maybe checking out Sean. Okay, Marsha says yes. One more yes, and I guess I'll go over there. Okay, Melinda's. All right. Let's check out Sean. And then maybe we'll still have time to get this bingo going. You know, bingo's great, but Sean, you know, You know, all I have to do is type in gym collectors and it gets you there. He's got it cornered. Gym collectors is his jam. I just type in gym collectors. Not only does his videos show up, his channel shows up at the very top. This guy has cornered the YouTube market for gym collecting. Oh, and he's got a new shirt on. Okay, this is huge news. This is 8 hours ago. All right. And how long is the video? 2 hours and 40. Okay, so he went long today. All right. I suppose we're good to go then for one of our games. For anyone who isn't familiar, Sean runs his own little sort of DIY jewelry show. And the thing about him is that it takes him a long time to get started. It takes him a really long time to get that first item. So your job is to predict at what minute of this stream does he start to sell that first item. Marsha is already in with 48 minutes. And I'll just say, you know, that's a decent bid, you know. Something maybe after half an hour, something maybe close to an hour, something in between. That's usually been the range, but you never quite know. Come on, Pool. Come on, Melinda. You're here. Let's get a bid in. Let's get this started. I ain't got all day. I gotta go to the doctor. Get my dumb meds refilled. 4801 says PAS. Oh, I forgot. There is one other rule to this game. We here are kind enough to give everybody a bit of a buffer. So if you see somebody's bid, try to have like a 4 or 5 minute gap so that nobody gets completely squished in. This might be tougher to do now that there's more people bidding. But I'm just trying to be fair. I wasn't trying to pick on you personally, PAS. But hey, Sanj, how you doing? Yeah, we're just bidding on when the hell this dude is going to sell the first item. Now, it's basically when he cuts to the close-up of the item. Right. And then and the other sort of factor is that he usually has a giveaway to, like, watchers of his show. That doesn't count. It's not the free giveaway item. It's the first item for sale, and we'll make that distinction when we get there. But first, we're going to listen to his intro, because one of the things I love about Sean is that he always comes out with big energy, and that big energy lasts a whopping total of about 7 to 9 seconds. It's always fun to take in. Here's Sean.
All right, keeping you all on your toes, aren't we? You know, middle of the week last week, a Tuesday this week. We'll get back on track. I think the main thing for all of you.
All right, something's going on already with his audio. And I mean, first of all, what are we at here? I'm on 720p. This is technically HD quality-ish, but this is the worst. He almost looks like he's been like photoshopped into this scene. Yeah, the audio's worse.
And I am very thankful to Asa for making that happen, because...
Yeah, because we can just go... Look, we'll come right back to this. If we go to a video from like 3 weeks ago, like this one, let's just listen to him talk here.
Like that.
Yeah.
So you have a natural...
Nice, crisp, and clear audio. Everything's fine. And then you go back to right now.
All right, keeping you all on your toes, aren't we? You know,
Warzone audio.
Last week, a Tuesday this week. We'll get back on track. I think the main thing for all of you is that we show up.
Oh, does it?
I am very thankful to Asa for making that
How about
happen,
getting some higher resolution cams?
You know, I've had a long run of
How about that?
being here.
Come on, give the guy a like.
Missing a show, and in my mind,
Everybody's a critic.
I was getting better.
Look, if you want to be a critic, fine. Just start a YouTube channel and turn it into comedy like I do. I'm doing it the right way, okay?
When all I really was getting better at learning how to avoid long COVID.
Okay. He's talking about long COVID. Okay. We don't have time for COVID, Sean. All right, I'm going to start scrubbing through here and look for when the camera finally cuts. We're already 18 minutes in. Remember, folks, this is a 2-hour stream, give or take, normally. And the fact that it takes him more than a half hour to even show the first item is just, it boggles my mind. It continues to boggle my mind. I am now 37 minutes in. He has not cut away. He has not sold a damn thing. What kind of network is this? 51 minutes. Nothing. All right, here we go. Here it is. This is the moment. Somewhere in the 56-minute mark. God. Talk about a slow burn.
Jimbo in Delaware. I was almost going to say Arizona, but it is Jimbo in Delaware. And Jimbo, you have won a really cool prize. And it is...
Yeah, Courage is on 58. Yeah, Courage
the last
might win either way. Whether this is the free item or not, the fact that he has the highest bid, and yeah, I think Courage has this.
The ones I have any.
Nice work, Courage. Look at this, man. You show up, you subscribe, and then the same day you're winning a huge game.
Look at this. Check this out.
All right,
look
what do we
at
have?
How big this is.
That is big. Wow. Somebody had elephantitis.
Is the largest cat's eye.
Oh my God. So I would say that this item doesn't count because it's free, but it's not even free. Please tell me somebody else saw that graphic for the half second it was up. I'm going to pause it so you can get a look.
This is the largest.
Anybody want to type in what price this is being listed as? That's right. It's absolutely Dree.
Cat's eye selenite sphere, and you can see
what the hell is this?
How what I really love about this.
All right. So wait a minute. We might have actually found the item, the first actual item. Hold on. Just to okay, here we go. And there's a $sign in the corner, so this must be it. This is the moment. Right here in this transition. Boom. 58 minutes and 33 seconds. Courage, you crushed it. Oh, shit. Where is it at? Good work. Good work, Courage. It takes courage to join this chat, and it takes courage to win these games. Oh, all right. Where am I at? So are we done with Sean now?
Go back.
Oh, wait. Thailand somehow made its way into this. Oh, no. You think Sean and Tony have ever crossed paths? They must at least know of each other. Or at least I bet Sean knows of Tony. I'm not sure if Tony knows of Sean.
Time. 1992. Kanchanaburi. I walked across the bridge over the River Kwai. A great movie if you've never seen it. Luckily, I'm talking to everybody from my age group that would be familiar with at least hearing about that movie. In the movie, it's amazing how the bridge looks. So in my mind, when I got there, I was a little disappointed. But to walk...
That bridge blew up in the... What are you talking about, Sean? If you're familiar with the bridge on the River Kwai, they blow up the bridge. That's kind of how they got out of there. How did you think you were going to go to the River Kwai and see said bridge like 60 years later? What are you talking about, man? Oh, boy. This is not an interesting story, so I want to keep it as short as possible. But when I attended the University of South Carolina, my major was media arts with an emphasis on film. And I took this one moving image class, and the professor took a liking to me quite early on in the course because he would ask a question and nobody else knew the answer, and I'd raise my hand and be like, it's this, and be like, wow. Then I actually developed a relationship with him because he would bring in some of these movies. This is during a time when people were still watching VHS copies of movies with letterboxed editions, you know, like super cinephiles that wanted to see the entire image, not some pan and scan bullshit. And he would show some of these movies during class, and I'd be like, hey, can I borrow that movie? Can I borrow this movie? He let me borrow movies. We had a nice relationship. Then our big, like, project came for, like, the last 4 weeks of the course, which was each day of those last 4 weeks, a student had to spend the entire length of the class breaking down one scene of a movie and just analyzing every aspect of it from like a filmmaker's perspective, like the cinematography, the editing, the compositions, the use of color, foreground, background stuff, music, everything. And just break it down like shot to shot. Like, what is this for? Why is this in here? All that stuff, right? Now, when it came time for this project to happen, and the only way, I guess, to be fair about it was to throw names into a hat and like decide, well, who has to go first, all the way to who has to go last. Now, imagine the advantage of being able to go last and get like a full extra month, not only to prepare for this thing, but to watch everybody else do it and kind of get an idea of what works and what doesn't. Guess who got picked to go first? That's right. Yours truly. And I know that he did this to me on purpose. He wanted to test me. Now, I had just the weekend to do my entire preparation for this project. And the movie that I picked was Bridge on the River Kwai. A scene, a very great scene that involves, I don't want to go into the whole thing. Here's the deal. There was lessons leading up to this presentation. Like, we'd spend a day talking about acting, and that's the one that we had one class between when I was picked to go first and when I had to do the presentation, and that class was talking about acting. I was already knee-deep in my presentation, so that class day, I wasn't incorporating his little lesson about actors into my presentation. So I do my presentation, right? I crush it. And I think I did a great job. Everybody else goes on to do their projects for the next several weeks, right? And then the final day of class comes, and it's time for everyone to get their score or their grade for said project. And he gave me a C+. Okay? And I said it right out loud in the class. Like, I'm like, C+? And everyone in the class looked at me like, what? And I even asked a couple of people, like people were telling me, like, dude, the only way I even knew, like, kind of what to do up there was based on what you did first. So you got that happened, right? Now, here's the kicker. And this is how I know that this teacher just saw something in me. Maybe he saw that maybe I had potential or something, and it bothered him or something. The last class was to prep for the final. And he's like, okay, class, I'm going to play one more clip of a movie and break it down for you just to give you one more, like, my expertise or whatever. And the scene he picks is the exact same scene of my project, Bridge on the River Kwai. He hits play, and the scene starts, and I swear to God, the whole room just turned and looked at me. And they were looking at me like, why is he doing this to you? And I'm like, I don't know. And yes, so he gave me a bad grade. His reasoning was, well, you didn't address anything about the actors. And I'm like, dude, that was the lesson that you snuck in between when you told me I had to do it and the day I had to do it. Like, you're going to count that against me? You're not going to count, like, all the other stuff that I basically had to come with off the top of my head, not really knowing how to do this, while everybody else at least gets some example of what to follow? You dick. Sorry for the long story. Q2 lathering. Yep. Even with professors, I've had my run. I tell you what, I just rub. I don't know what it is. Some people say I intimidate them. I don't mean to. Who am I? Like, I got no cred. I've got no clout. I'm not. How am I intimidating?
With real pearls. That's how
Are you
we got
sure
on
it's-
Gem Day. And then the beauty
Are you sure it's Q2, Pool? How are we lathering with jewelry? Are you sure it's Q2? Not HSN2 or something along those lines? I'm sorry for that long anecdote, guys, but man, I'll never forget that. It's just one of many examples of like somebody seeing you. If anyone's ever seen the late 90s movie Election, oh, I'm on Q1. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, scrub. Okay, yeah, there's got to be lathering happening with our favorite Hawaiian Justin Long. All right, let me run it back over here since it's on this channel. I can run it back on this side. Did it already happen, Pool, or are you just anticipating it?
I'm using a water bottle. You don't have to immerse it, but you
All right.
can.
It's probably
You
going to
don't
happen
have
right
to
here.
Use it in the shower, but you can.
As soon as
But
we
in
start seeing
seconds,
suds
you're
on our
gonna
hands.
get
There it goes. There it goes. That's the lather. There it is.
incredible lather that just
She even said lather. Okay, we're good. Where's the dogs?
keep fuzzing. You're gonna wash your body, and as you said, especially if
You're going to wash that gunk right out of your hair. Okay, we got lathering. Did you exploited pet? Maybe, maybe not.
if you've ever played the role of a caretaker, because rinsing is probably more.
So it did already happen? Okay, well, I'm going to go back like, how long? Right about here? Okay, it looks like this is in the middle of the in-house video. Give it a sec to catch up. Hopefully. There we go. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in here during this montage. We got a montage. Who's hit me up on Facebook?
With the power
Oh,
of
it's
Pinch and
James.
that Hair Pro
James,
technology.
come on over here, buddy.
So good to
We're
see you,
we're
Elizabeth.
live.
I'll see you soon.
And probably only for 10 more
Have
minutes.
a good night. Oh,
Okay, I'm looking. Is that out by the pool?
Our vacuum coming up in just a little bit. Less
Ew,
than $20.
God.
That's right. $18.99
Oh.
is a
What kind
fair
of
price for this one
slob?
from STP. We love everything that STP brings us. This is a 12-volt handheld car vacuum
handheld.
cleaner with attachments.
Where's the
3
pet?
Payments of $633 can bring this one home. You
Oh, wait,
can't
it's
beat
got to
that
be here.
price.
Come on, we
Show
got
you the
kids.
Full presentation coming up in just a little
Pets
bit.
can't be far away. Come on. Oh, here we go. All right, everybody. Get in there. There you go. Great shot of right up a dog's ass. Thanks, cameraman. That's all we get.
A customer top.
It's like a frame and a half. Why do they even bother? All right, we've got exploited pets. Look at this board, man. It's not like we don't have a lot of squares knocked out. All right, bedroom toy, host laughing hysterically. I feel like these two, we got to get these off. These happen all the time. Come on. The other ones might be tough. Customer call. Mary's nowhere to be found. Are they selling, and they're still selling Lock and Lock in the kitchen? Yep.
Really take advantage of that vertical
All right,
space that a lot
let's
of
just wait
times
for
we
them to
don't
laugh
take
at something
advantage
not
of. Here
funny.
you go. It's your set of 4 tall round canisters. These are new. They're brand new. Just
I love a montage.
Your 3 easy payments here, $6.66. It's
Oh, great.
5502. You get
Satan's
all
payment.
4 of these containers. So your colors that you can shop for, I have it here in the red, but we're going to show you all the colors on QVC.com. There's a lot.
We're probably talking about Team America, where they got a montage. Right?
I think we have quite a few in this one. There it is in clear. Next is chocolate, cinnamon, that gorgeous denim blue.
Denim.
There it is in pine green.
Pine green.
Purple, red, royal blue.
Poor Red.
Wow.
So it's 24 cups. The size is deceiving, isn't it?
So you're getting
No,
4
it's in my
containers,
hand.
6 cups each. It's the vertical storage.
The size
so you
is
can use
very
it for
much.
pantry, but you know what? We
Yep,
love-
Team America. There was a puppet sex montage, but no, there's a different song going on during the puppet sex. The montage is when, like, you know, they're getting ready to go out and take on Kim Jong-il or whatever. They need a montage. They did get lazy. What are they doing here? What? Is this like sugar and then like brown sugar and then like trail mix and then M&M? How do you get to the... What if I just want like a cup of brown sugar? How do I get to it? What is the point of this? How does this work? Why are there layers of different things that you can't get to without pouring out the other things? Can somebody please explain this?
Yes and yes.
Do you make your own hot chocolate?
I don't. I have, but I don't. But
Why would you not just have one container of marshmallows and one container of cocoa powder? Why?
that's one of my favorite candies.
It's
is
one of my
licorice.
favorite candies too. Is the licorice. But what do? You open that bag.
Yeah,
And what do
you don't
do
eat
with
them
the bag?
all, yeah.
You don't eat them all, and you smelled it. I was like, oh, we smelled it. It's fresh, and these are.
Fresh licorice? Are you serious? You know what? I only prefer fresh Twizzlers. You know, I only prefer like fresh, like plastic candy. Are you serious?
I just think about my pantry specifically, right? All the things for the pantry, like the.
Marsha, that is super cool, and I wouldn't doubt it. You know, I'm sure they looked in every corner for help with that whole production because it was such a specific little filmmaking thing they were doing there.
It's expensive pasta.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, above all else, say what you want about how funny that movie is or how much you think it's disgusting and crude. Wherever you lie in there, you can't begrudge the creativity and the innovations that were used to pull that thing off. I mean, it was. They even said in an interview once it was all. They were like, "We're never doing anything like that again. That was way too difficult."
Right. And you can do the red and the greens, and I have to give a big call out because this set has cinnamon. And I'm a cinnamon one, and this is the speckle lids in
She's
the
a cinnamon one.
So I love the speckly lids in the cinnamon. So, and I know you're...
She loves the speckly lids. Boy, some people are easy to please. God, that's all it took for me.
Anyway, with lock and lock. So I'll get a set that's specifically for the refrigerator. I'll have a color scheme for that.
Oh, you do?
Then I'll
Cinnamon red.
get a set for the cabinet.
Is that why is there a sealable container of Pringles in another container? I'm done. I am so done. Really? Really? The whole point of one of the benefits of Pringles is that it's not like the usual bag of potato chips where they go stale in like 2 days. With Pringles, you're good. I can't. It's just that it's the shape of the Pringles can like fits perfectly into this thing, and they're like, well, we got to do it. We got to show them that it fits in there. There's no reason for it.
So you're going to be so tempted when you get the purple, you're going to be switching.
It's true.
So your soups and your
What
stews.
is this bile? What?
When you freeze, just give that little
Ugh.
space to freeze in them. Your romaine lettuces and stuff like that, you don't have to store that way. You can store it like that.
Right,
You go
so
ahead
that's
and put it
lettuce.
in your refrigerator because it's lettuce.
Why would you want to just rolling around on its side like I can't. I can't.
My cabinet, so I love to get them.
It's a nice way to keep them all together.
Is that the $44 beef jerky we saw earlier?
Again, it's $4.
Again, first of all, it's jerky. Even if it wasn't in its wrapper, you could have a jerky laying out for like 4 generations. Thanks, Marcia. Like that thing won't biodegrade like for a century. Okay? It ain't going anywhere. You can just have that laying out, but yet it's already in a thing, and yet you want to put it in another thing. Pull. I know. It's long and it's. It's a certain shape pool, but
red,
I'm afraid we can't.
spearmint, and steel gray. K85502. That's your item number. Remember, those were new not too long ago, and it's under a $20 bill to get them home. This, popular, so much so, over 159,000 of them have been picked up since last month. We're down to one color, red, because you're getting 16 pieces.
Yeah, guys, if you ever hear a woman say size doesn't matter, it's not because it's not the motion in the ocean. It's the girth. They're telling you, look, if you had the girth, we wouldn't have a problem here. Everything would be fine. I guess I got to get out of here. I kind of wish I didn't, but I kind of got to do right by my doctor, and I'm already a day late, and my meds are running out. And if I go there any later than now, I might miss him for his lunch hour or something. So, yeah. Obviously, my concerns are with the city of Baltimore, the campus of Morgan State University, and, you know, I've already let my feelings about the climate in which events like this happen and why it is driving me crazy and why it has quite truly drove me away halfway around the world. That's all I'll say about it. All right, here comes the outro. And try to end it on an upbeat note, okay? Okay. Oh, by the way, Marsha, if you're still here, remember that restaurant light that I went over and was like, hey, do you mind turn that off at the end of the night, you know? They didn't turn it off last night. It was on all night long again. So now what do I do? Here's another situation I got to handle with some amount of diplomacy, and yet it's just going to blow up in my face. I cannot. No, not 24 hours a day. They turn it off like in the morning when they get here, like at 8 a.m. when it doesn't matter anymore. The sun's up. Replacing the... So it's just constant. It's either the sun in my face or their light in my face. I need, well, I could, but like, why do I have to, like, honestly, like, it's an eyesore, surely not just for me. There's other people on the fifth. There's a building right next to me. That's where you heard all that construction yesterday, like 8 feet across. There's a balcony to the next room on the next building, and they're on the same level. Surely they've got the same problem. I don't know. Let me do the outro. I'm sorry. Guys, if you enjoyed this, thanks. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody coming out here live. Marsha, Benz, Maria, Songe, Pool, PAS, Melinda, Courage. Thanks for subscribing tonight. It was a good crowd. I don't want to leave anybody out. Danielle. It's just that I can only scroll back so far before it says that's all you can do, Steve. James popped in. Good to have him back. All right, so listen, if you're not a part of this live stream and you're watching it later, I would encourage you to maybe give joining the chat and experiencing this live stream programming for yourself firsthand. You can do that by subscribing below. And once you do that, hit the notification bell and you'll be all set. You'll know when the stream is on. If you have a good memory, I can just tell you it's Sunday through Thursday nights, 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern, give or take. Like tonight, I'm going a little bit early, but a lot of nights I also go a little bit late. So on average, it's a 2-hour journey with me, okay? You can leave a comment down below. You can hit that like button. I'm told that helps. And I'll try to get back with your comments. Hey, Sal, if you're out there and you're still watching, I've noticed you haven't commented lately. I hope I didn't upset you. Oh, my God. How many people? Maybe I upset Sal by not, or maybe Sal just got busy. I don't know. I would get a comment or two every day from Sal, like around the same time every day, and now suddenly that's not happening. But just to let you know, all you guys, all you subscribers, all you folks that show up, it's really cool to meet everybody and get to know you, and yeah. Once that happens, I'm kind of like your buddy. I'm kind of wondering what you're up to. I hope that doesn't freak you out, okay? So that's going to do it for me. I hope everybody has a good evening. once again, thoughts go out to the Baltimore area right now. And yeah, that's it for me. I'll be back tomorrow in about 22 hours and 12 minutes. Okay? Thanks. Bye.